I'm Katie Collins-Erkey. Oh, wow. It's never spoken to me before. I'm Katie Collins-Erkey. I'm the Executive Director of Accessible Resources for Independence. We serve Howard and Anne Arundel counties. Today, we are going to be talking with Alma, and she's going to be discussing the new broadband benefit available to certain eligible people. And if you could put your questions in the chat, we'll answer them at the end. And if you have a problem putting your question in the chat, you can just let us know and we can call on you at the end of the program. So Alma, take it away.
Great, thank you, Katie, and good afternoon, Columbia. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for having me. I'm going to talk to you just for a few minutes about a new program that has come into place called the Emergency Broadband Benefit Program. And I'm going to share my screen. I got to hit share. And as Katie said, at the end, I'll be glad to answer any questions. And if any questions that I'm unable to answer, I'll get the answer for you and I'll send them to Katie within 24 hours. Okay, Congress has tasked the FCC with developing a new $3.2 billion program to help the U.S. households that's struggling to pay for the internet service during this pandemic. As you know, for the last, 14, 15 months, we have been working from home and our children has been homeschooled, and a lot of households are struggling with their internet service with paying for it. So Congress came up with this, monies were allocated, and the FCC was tasked to put a policy in place to make this happen. And what I'm going to tell you about, I'm going to tell you what is the benefit, who is eligible, how can households apply, and FCC partner toolkit. The Emergency Broadband Benefit Program is a federal communication program that provides a temporary, and I'm going to elaborate on that word, temporary discount on monthly broadband bills for qualifying low-income households. Eligible households can receive up to $50 a month discount for broadband service and associated equipment rentals. If you live on a tribal land, you can receive up to $75 a month discount. You can also receive a one-time discount of up to $100 to the purchase of a laptop, desktop computer, or tablet if you purchase through your participating provider. And we will talk about participating provider as we go on. Who qualifies for the benefit? And before I go any further, Katie, did I send you this presentation? If not,
maybe.
Okay, if not, I sent this to someone. If not, I can send it to you after this is over with.
We have it. She sent it to us.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks. Feel free to share it. Okay, who qualifies for the benefit? A household is eligible if any one member receive a Pell Grant in the current award year, is approved to receive benefits under the free and reduced school lunch program or school breakfast program during the school year 2019, 2020, or the 2020-21 school year. Or someone in their household experienced a substantial loss of income due to a job loss or furlough since February 29th, 2020, and the household had a total income in 2020 below $99,000 for a single filer or $198,000 for a joint filer, or meets the eligibility of a participating provider's assisting COVID-19 or low income program. We'll talk about that as we get further into this presentation. Households, right now, if someone in a household qualifies for a Lifeline program, it also make them qualify for the EBB program, but you must still apply for the EBB program. In other words, you can apply for and you can have both programs at the same time. What is Lifeline? Lifeline is a federal program that lowers the monthly cost of phone and internet. Eligible customers would get up to $9.25. And if you live on a tribal land, you would receive up to $34.25 towards their bill. Now, to be eligible for a household, which will also make you eligible for EBB, you need to have an income less than 135% of the federal poverty guidelines, or any member of the household participates in SNAP, which is formerly known as food stamp, Medicaid, SSI, federal public housing assistance, veterans pension and survivors benefit, and the tribal program. And that's if you're living on qualified tribal land. What is a household? A household is a group of people who live together and share money, even if they are not related to each other. If you live together and share money, you are one household. If you either don't live together or you don't share money, you are two or more households. A household can qualify because eligible dependent children that meet the eligibility criteria. If you remember, I said earlier, if they're part of the school and breakfast free lunch program, they would make that household eligible. When you fill out this application, you may have to answer questions about your household when you apply for the EBB program, and a household worksheet will be available to assist in determining household eligibility. The Emergency Broadband Benefit opened up on May 12th, so it's up and running. And it is, again, I would say, a temporary program developed in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. The program will end once the program funds are exhausted, or 6 months after the Department of Health and Human Services declares an end to the pandemic, whichever comes first. The program is administered by the Universal Service Administrative Company, which is USAC, and they also administer the Lifeline program. So when you're filling out this application, if you're filling out online, and if you are part of the Lifeline, they already have your information in their system, which will make it much quicker to verify your information. USAC hosts the application portal and the getemergencybroadband.org consumer website. That's the website you will go to apply online. Participating providers must give households notice about the last date or billing cycle that the full benefit will apply to that bill, and the date or billing cycle that a partial benefit will apply to that bill, in addition to information about the cost of broadband service after the program ends. Households will need to opt in or request to continue broadband services with their provider. If they don't opt in or select a new service plan with the provider, their broadband service will end once the program ends. Even if they had service with the same provider before enrolling in the EBB benefit program, they would need to opt in to continue broadband services after the program ends. How do I enroll? There are 3 ways you can enroll. You can contact your participating broadband provider directly to learn about their application process. You can go to getemergencybroadband.org to apply online and to find participating providers near you. Or you can send a mail-in application along with proof of eligibility to this address. When you apply, it's important that whether it's online or through mail, or if you go into your provider, that you would have the documents that is being requested. Now, if you applying online or if you're mailing in, we actually send in a copy. Do not send in your original because it will not be returned back to you. To confirm your eligibility, additional documentation can be mailed or submitted electronically. Examples of acceptable documents that can be used to validate information can be found at gettemergencyBroadband.org/how-2-apply/show-u-hyphen. Okay, what is the outreach toolkit? I will send that link to you about our toolkit. It's a great toolkit where you can send out flyers, different information that you can send to your constituents to get the word out about applying for this EBB program. It's a great program, and our toolkit, we have a lot of different tools there that you can utilize. The toolkit, now the application is in English and Spanish, but these different translation instructions are there on the website. But just keep in mind, the application is only in English and Spanish. And that will conclude, but I want to let you know the FCC EBB Consumer Hub is at www.fcc.gov/broadband benefit. USAC, which is the agency that is now handling applications, you can give them a call at toll-free 1-833-511-0311, or to apply online, go to getemergencybroadband.org. That is the conclusion of this presentation, but I am here to answer any and all questions that I'm able to. And this was just a brief overview, and I'm going to send out links to that has different information that you can click on and can learn more about the program and or understand more about the program. But if anyone have any questions, it may seem like I ran through this, I guess because I've been doing it for the last couple of months. There's like, I can almost do it with my eyes closed, but I'll be glad to answer your questions.
Any questions?
Yes, I have a question. Does this also go through Xfinity too also? So this whole thing, does this go through, through Comcast and other internet providers like Yahoo and Google?
I'm glad you asked that question, because participating providers, if you were to go to the Broadband Benefit website, but I'm going to send the link out too. There is a link that you would click on to find out. You're all located in the state of Maryland. You can click on Maryland to see what providers are listed in Maryland and participating. Also, when you're on the getemergencybroadband.org, there's a section there that you can click on and say, find near me. And what it's going to ask you for, it's going to ask you for maybe your zip code or your city and state. And what will come up, the different providers that are in your area near you that's participating. So you don't have to just go looking just all over the place there. We have a place that you can go click on to see exactly who is participating that's located in your area.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I would suggest going to the getemergencybroadband.org. It has more up, because it's a USAC website. It has more up-to-date information, and you can see exactly who is on that list.
Other questions about the presentation?
Also, I can also say that you can help anyone that needs assistance with filling out the application. Only thing you can't do, you can't sign it for them. Okay, the application, if you go to the Get Emergency Broadband website, you can print out an application. You can have an application in your home, in your office, on hand, so you can get an understanding what the application is about. It's not a long application, it really isn't, but there is information, because I was on there last week filling out for my mother, but I couldn't go with so far because you have to upload information before you can go to the next screen. So it's not a complicated application, but you can print them out and you can assist your constituents with filling out the application.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
And this is my own personal situation with Becky. Excuse me. Is the program state sensitive? Maryland to Maryland, Michigan to Michigan, or is it a federal program uniform across the board? And secondly, as we said earlier, we're moving. So all of Becky's SSI and everything like that are based in Michigan. and we're just starting over in Maryland, so we have no record. I'm not sure. Should we rush to get it done in Michigan and carry it over? Or?
That's a good question because, but the first answer to your first question is a federal program within the United States. Okay. Your second question, if I had to answer that question, I would say your information is within is you say SSI?
Yeah.
Okay, it's in their system. Now, the difference is that you apply for a provider that's in the Maryland area, not the Michigan area, because say, for instance, say Comcast may be in Michigan and participating, but they may not be participating in Maryland.
Okay.
So the difference there is the providers that's in Maryland is who you would apply for.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. But you know what? I'm going to have to make sure on that stuff. I'm going to get that answer for you, and I'll email it back to Katie later today.
Okay.
But I really do believe I'm 99% right on that.
Hi, Alma. This is Audrey. I have a question. I was wondering if you could talk more about the process for getting a discounted device.
Okay, very good. Good question. Now, say the provider that you're going to, well, let me back up. When you complete your application, say you complete it online, they will send you a confirmation number, whatever information they send you to confirm that you have been approved. Even with a mail-in application, you will get, see, with a mail-in application, it's going to be a little bit longer because they have to send that through the mail. Okay. Once you get that confirmation that you've been approved, you're going to go to whatever provider that you select that's in your area. You got to take that information to them to show that you've been approved. Now, if that particular provider, all providers are not participating in the $100 device. So if that particular provider is participating in that device, then you can purchase that device through them and the first $100 off, with the first $100 off. But that provider must be participating. And you can learn that when you go and look at the provider's list.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So Paul wanted to know if he could get information about other meetings. Paul, are you talking about these IAM meetings? Okay, yeah, we'll get you on the email list for the notification for the meetings. It's every Monday at 2. And then Samantha asked, will the slides be mailed after the presentation or uploaded on the website? Yes, Heather? Heather's saying yes. Thank you. Other questions? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Katie, I have a quick question. I wonder that if Alma can answer. What about areas where broadband has not been available? Like, I know that that's been an issue, like out in Western Maryland, not every community is connected on broadband. How are they addressing that concern?
Well, you know, that question has come up in several of our my presentations, and I set that question up and has not received an answer back yet. But I'm going to send it to my supervisor again to let her know that question came up again. And is there an answer to that? And if so, I'll get it back to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I also will let you know that this has been up and running since May 12th, and it's going great. I mean, people are applying for it. And although this $3.2 billion, that is a lot of money. But when you have the United States, everybody within the United States involved in this, it's important that we want you to get your constituent up and running, get them applying for this so they can get approved, so they can get on board. That USAC number, it is a real number. the 833 number, because I had to call it myself, and I did speak to a live person, because I'm like, okay, I'm telling people to call this number. Let me find out, is this for real? It is real. I did speak with somebody, and they did answer my question. Now, I know last week they were overwhelmed with calls. So if that is still happening, I have not tried this one. If that is still happening, I encourage you to continue giving them a call. If there's something that you really need to know, email Heather and send it to me. Send me the email, and I will do my best to try to get an answer. Again, this is USAC. They're the ones who's handling the applications. It's not too much that the FCC can do about the application process. But if there's something within our reach, we'll do our best to help you out.
Hey, I have a question. Does this also help people that are blind and deaf too?
Yes, and I think I must check that out with the ASL, but it'll be on the links, Heather, that I send you about the ASL. Yes. Good question. I'll need to put that information back in. That should have not been taken out. There was a slide on that.
All right, and Betsy asked, just curious what the response has been to this program. Have you received a lot of applications?
We don't have the number, but I was in a meeting this morning, and they said this program has been overwhelming with applications coming in. Yes, because we are getting emails where people may be having some little problems with on the application portal, but because we don't have access to it, it's not much we can do. But yes, we don't have a number. I understand upper management has requested that, and they have not received that yet from USAC.
Well, I imagine if it's hard to get someone on the phone, that there probably has been a lot of applications, or at least a lot of interest. Yeah,
because keep in mind, while a lot of us have access to computers, a lot of us don't, and we have to mail in. So, and I don't know how USAC is broken down, where everybody who's working there doing everything. So, but it's been overwhelming.
Okay. If there's no other questions for Alma, Alma, you're free to leave. And we look forward to getting the links, and we'll get the PowerPoint and stuff out to everyone.
Okay, I would do that. I have one quick question. So Toby is back up and running?
I think
Yeah, I just heard the other day that she is open and they are running, and but it's less people, at each whatever you call it, show.
Yeah.
And they spread people out. And I think the buffet wasn't open. This is the important information today. The buffet was not open yet. It's served food because, they're sort of keeping all that under wraps. Yes, ma'am.
That's good to know. But look, I just had to ask that question to close out. Look, thank you all for having me, and I enjoy the rest of your day, and continue to be safe out there.
Thank you. Take care,
All right.
Alma.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Alma.
All right, so opening up now for community announcements. Anyone have any announcements?
Wasn't the NAMI walk? Did anybody go to the NAMI walk?
I didn't go.
No, it was virtual.
Oh, okay. I didn't virtually go.
Hi, this is Deborah Bennett. I am with NAMI Prince George's County, and it is National Mental Health Awareness Month, and although it was virtual, we actually had a little in-person informal walk at Allen Pond Park in Bowie, Maryland on Saturday. It was our first time actually doing a walk in Prince George's County since I've been part of NAMI. So we had about 20 people, and it was really exciting. So feel free to go to our website. I am part of the Stigma Stompers, which is a super walk team in Prince George's County, and we're stomping out the stigma related to mental health. It is a biological condition, a brain disorder like other conditions, and we want to let individuals in the community know that, we are not shameful having a condition or our loved ones having it. So feel free to educate yourself about it, if you haven't already, and you probably are aware of it, and then also to support NAMI Prince George's County if you like. or whichever county you live in Maryland. You know,
Thank
it
you,
all goes to
Deborah.
the same. Thank you.
Yes. Proud of the work you guys do.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Sarah, you got anything going on at Independence Now?
I'll defer to Rochelle. I was gonna just check our calendar. She'll be quicker to answer.
Yes, we actually do. I want to say tomorrow, Abiola's out sick today, but I know that Abiola will be hosting a workshop on love and dating apps in the time of Corona at noon tomorrow. So if you
How
would
can I
like-
forget? It should be the most popular session all year.
I'm pretty sure it will be. So if you like information, just let us know. We'll email you out the information to register.
This is Lorna May. Could you send that out to us, please, for me? Send it out to me, please. That's what I meant to ask.
Okay. Gotta make sure I got you.
Lorna May, I just put it in the chat box, but is that accessible to you or should I
No,
just email
ma'am.
you?
Email me, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah.
I have a community announcement. This is Amanda.
Oh, great.
Hi,
Hi,
everyone.
Amanda, it's Chioke. How you doing?
Hi, everyone. I just wanted to tell you that this coming Sunday on May 30th, we have an art workshop in person at the Towson Arts Collective. And this is for people of all abilities. It is taught by an individual with disabilities, and it's about the saxophone and learning to write your own music. So if anyone is interested, please get in contact with me, or I can, put it in the chat as far as how to get registered. And the workshop is on Sunday, May 30th from 3 to 5 p.m. and it is only $5 and all materials will be provided for you.
Fun.
That's nice, Amanda.
Nice, Amanda. Yes.
don't-
Let's,
Oh, sorry. I don't know if Crystal or Shannon are on, but I think Live and Thrive Maryland is on Friday this week. It's a third Friday.
woo woo. And that is a support group for kind of targeted for people with who live in nursing facilities or have transitioned out, but open to anyone with a disability, I do believe. Am I right in that?
I think so.
Okay. So if you want information on that,
Email me and I'll send the
Email
information
Heather.
along to Crystal.
Heather, Heather's wonderful. Thank you.
Katie, I don't know if you heard that I think Autism Speaks is going to have a virtual 5K.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you want to look that up, it's in Potomac.
I generally don't support Autism Speaks, but I'm glad they're having a virtual 5K.
Yeah, usually they have one later in the year. You heard I lost my uncle.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I had the funeral Friday. It's been
That's hard.
a real
That's tough. All right,
difficult.
Kiyoki, thank you for sharing that information about Autism Speaks.
Okay. Any other community announcements? Anything going on at the Freedom Center? No? Yes?
It's a holiday weekend, so everybody.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's already on vacation. Well, wonderful.
Yes.
Okay. So,
So-
oh, go ahead.
Are you gonna talk about the next I am?
So the next I am, so we are coming up on our year anniversary, right? Or
Yeah.
no, are we doing the 31st?
No, there's no I am
Nope.
on Monday, no,
Okay.
next Monday. But the 7th will be our 1-year anniversary of I am calls.
Like, how did this even happen? So we are putting together a 1-year anniversary show. Stay tuned. It's going to be great. It's going to be so wonderful. You won't want to miss it. I don't really know what it's going to be about, but it's going to be wonderful. And you will know what it's going to be about prior to attending. So yes. Well, this was a very, very short I am today. Does anyone have anything else that they need to discuss or other community announcements? No?
When's the next call?
June 7th.
Is that a Monday?
It's always a
Yes.
Monday.
Oh,
Always a Monday, always at 2. All right, everyone have a great rest of your day.